What's up guys, Houndish here, and today I wanted to jump in with a guide to faction rally reputation inside of Season 3 of Destiny 2, the new Renown system, the most effective way to use Renown and earn Renown, as well as the most effective way to get tokens, so let's jump straight into it. So of course, inside of Season 3, Bungie have changed the reputation system a little bit, and we have the introduction of the Renown system. So to break down what Renown actually does, Renown only affects you in the patrol area and the public space. Renown isn't something that you can use outside of patrols in other activities, but Renown is essentially a buff and a debuff which can stack up to 5 times, and it's going to allow you to get more faction reputation, but it's also going to make the content that you're playing more difficult. So let's start with talking about how Renown actually works. You earn Renown by completing heroic public events, patrol missions, and even high value targets in the world. The Renown bonus is going to buff the token drops that you get from lost sectors in particular. So if you have 5 stacks of Renown, you're going to get 10 tokens from a lost sector. It generally goes up in 2s, so if you had 4 stacks of Renown, you get 8 tokens. As I mentioned, it only really affects that lost sector space, so it's kind of a small but important part of reputation in the faction rally. So I'm going to explain basically how you can use Renown effectively and what it does. As I mentioned before, you can get Renown by completing different activities in the patrol space. An important thing to note is that you can get bonus Renown by wearing a full set of faction armor. So right here I have the full set of Dead Orbit armor, and so in order for me to get 5 stacks of Renown, I can simply complete 1 heroic public event, for example, and an additional patrol mission. And that is literally exactly what I've been doing. So if you pick a space on any patrol zone, try and grab one that's got a public event coming in. If you head there, rally the public event and then grab a local patrol mission, something that wants you to collect items or get kills on enemies in particular would be good. Work on this and wait for the public event to come in. Most of these you can actually complete while you're doing the public event, but if you can get that public event heroic and complete that patrol mission, then you are going to end up with 5 stacks of Renown, the maximum stack, if you have that armor. If you don't have the full faction armor already, then it will be a little slower, but you'll just have to do an additional mission or high value target or something like that. And this is essentially where the farm part of it comes in. So I load into an area, grab a patrol mission, grab a public event. Once both of these are done, you know, presumably in maybe 5 minutes tops, you're going to have that 5 stack of Renown. Of course, when you clear the public event though, you are going to get 5 tokens. But now that you have the 5 stack of Renown, I would actually head into a nearby lost sector. And this is where Renown is actually going to benefit you. Of course, though, it's also going to make content more difficult. Your health regeneration, even movement speeds will be debuffed. So you need to be a little bit careful. You can do this solo, but it definitely works better with a fire team. If you can get through the entire lost sector without dying, and you're still holding 5 Renown when you open the chest, then you're going to get an additional 10 tokens. If you do die while you have Renown, you will lose 1 stack of Renown every single time that you die. Another important thing to mention is that fast traveling while you have Renown will remove the Renown buff. So that's definitely worth bearing in mind. But also, once you clear a lost sector, on top of the bonus loot that you get from the Renown stacks, you will actually lose Renown. And so essentially then the entire process starts again. So really what you're getting is 15 tokens, and that's maybe around about every 10 minutes. You can do it faster than that, obviously. It just depends how quickly the events come up, whether you're playing solo or with a team. But yeah, that's pretty much what you're looking at. Load into a space, activate a patrol mission, clear the local public event. If you've got the armor, it'll give you 5 stacks, head into a lost sector, clear it and get 10 tokens, and then you go to a different area and repeat that process. So it's definitely a little bit grindy, but you can do it relatively quickly. Also, if you see the public event on Mercury, just worth shouting out that you can simply clear this, and if you have the full set of armor, you will get 5 stacks of Renown immediately, so you don't need to do any other additional missions or anything like that, which may definitely be useful. Playing solo, I had around about 49 tokens in, I would say, about 20 minutes. So theoretically, at the worst, you're going to get around about 100 tokens an hour if you're doing this relatively intensely. But like I said, that can be done much quicker. I would anticipate you're possibly looking at anywhere between maybe 6 and 8 or 9 hours to actually hit rank 50 in this faction rally. But that is if you're purely using this Renown system. There are also other ways to earn reputation, of course. So firstly, you will have milestones on your characters. There is one to loot a lost sector at 5 stacks, which will grant 25 tokens for the first clear, so an extra 15 tokens. And there is the planetary specific milestone also, which will drop 25 tokens at 5 stacks. The loot at 5 Renown milestone is character based, so you can do it 3 times. So be sure to consider consider those milestones as well. I'm not sure whether more will come in daily, but presumably there will be a few other ways to earn reputation. Outside of Lost Sectors though, you can use other activities of course. The Nightfall, Normal or Prestige will grant a range of 14 to 18 faction tokens. So the good thing about this as well is that with the fix for Nightfall specific loot coming in, if you were actually after any of that loot, you could farm for both faction tokens and the Nightfall specific drops on Prestige, you know, make the modifiers really easy. So that's going to be a pretty effective way. Also for PvP, a win gives you 5 tokens, a loss gives you 2, heroic strikes grant 7 tokens, public events, like we mentioned, are 5 tokens, and capturing a drop of enemy supplies is 1 faction token. So there are other ways to do this as well. But there we go guys, that is pretty much going to summarize it, the fastest way to get renown and faction tokens currently in the Season 3 faction rally. So I hope this quick video has been useful for you guys. Let me know down below if it has. Let me know your thoughts on the new faction rally and any of these systems here. But if you have enjoyed the video, a like is very much appreciated below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see more D2 content. For now though, I will catch you guys very soon.